This one right here is the Realme GT6, which you can already get for the low price of 550 euro here in Germany. For that price, you will get 4K videos with 60 FPS, you get a huge 6.78 inch screen, 6000 nits of screen brightness, and a lot more. But like always, let's start with the unboxing. Alright, so of course you will first get the smartphone itself. I got it in the color silver, but you can also get it in green, but both have a metallic touch to them. Then you will also get a chunky quick starting guide and some other paper stuff. There's a SIM card remover, a USB Type-C charging cable, and a free silicone case, which I always love to see if you buy a new smartphone. Next up, let's get over to the specs and the design. So you got a 6.78 inch display. This phone weighs in at 200 grams and is IP65 dust and water resistant. But interesting part is on the backside, and that's the camera, or rather the mirror-like backside. So you got a triple cam setup with a 50 megapixel main camera. There's a 50 megapixel telephoto lens. There is a 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and on the front you will get a 32 megapixel camera. But that mirror-like plastic part is on the one side very useful, since you can use the main camera to take selfies, but on the other side you will see every, and I mean every single fingerprint on it. Also the plastic frame and the plastic back, on both you will see your fingerprints, even though it's not as much as on that mirror part. Alright, up to the display and your audio. You will get a 6.78 inch OLED display with HDR10 plus resolution, 6000 nits of peak brightness, and a 120Hz refresh rate, which you can also trim down to just 60Hz to save a little bit of your battery life. Now, this phone also has an extra brightness mode, which allows you to manually adjust the screen brightness beyond the default range. You got a screen color mode with a vivid mode, natural, pro mode, and a few more, plus you can adjust the color temperature. This phone has an eye comfort and sleep setting, which is basically the blue filter of this phone. You can increase the screen brightness when playing HDR videos, and then if you watch videos on YouTube or wherever, you have a great video experience. And I also like that you have very slim bezels all around the phone, unlike with many other budget smartphones or even some that are in the same price range. You have a good contrast and vivid colors, so overall a good smartphone to watch videos on. As for your audio, you have a set of stereo speakers with quite a few audio settings. You got zero reality audio, which will give you a few preset audio settings. You got spatial audio and holo audio. And I guess as for the sound quality and the loudness, both is actually decent. Next up, we got a battery life. So the Realme GT6 packs a 5500 mAh battery, which will easily last you a whole day playing games non-stop or watching movies all day long. Right here you can expect the battery to last about 8 hours. So this battery could easily last the whole weekend if you use a smartphone normally. The great part about this phone is the charging speed, and this one is super fast. You got 120 watts wired fast charging, which will charge your smartphone to 50% in just 10 minutes, and a full charge only takes half an hour. So this one is one of the better smartphones on the market when it comes to the charging speed and how long it lasts on a single charge. The only negative thing is that we have no wireless and no reverse wireless charging. Up to the features and the Realme UI 5.0. So the Realme GT6 comes with 3 years of OS and 4 years of security updates. Now you got the usual shenanigans, like you got your fingerprint sensor, which is underneath your display, plus you have a face detection, and both work just fine. But then you can also change the fingerprint animation. There are 7 different animations in total that you can choose from, like this fist one or the fireworks animation. I mean, all of them are actually pretty cool. Then you can grab this phone in 2 different sizes. You can get it with either 256 gigs of internal storage or with 512, which will cost you an extra 100 euros over here in Germany. So instead of 600 euros, you will have to pay 700. The other difference is that the smaller size has 12 gigs of RAM and the bigger comes with 16, which is a significant upgrade in the performance, to which we will get later on in the video. By the way, about 20 gigs of my 256 gigs are already used up by the system. What I also don't like as much are all of the pre-installed apps, like you got Temu, AliExpress, Color, whatever app, Fitbit, and some more, but you can uninstall all of these apps quite fast. Some other features you can expect from the Realme GT6 is a wallpaper carousel, which will change your wallpaper every time you turn on your display, which is a small cool feature. You can also adjust the status bar and add some more icons to it, like you can add the NFC sign, but you can also get rid of some stuff like the Bluetooth sign. You have the zipper mode, which makes your text larger, your icons bigger, and the sound louder. There is a smart bar with some of your apps which you can also edit. you have a floating window, you got split screen, and your air controls. So we just had air controls with the Honor 200 Pro, and what it does is that you can actually control your smartphone by doing some hand motions in the air. Like this, you can scroll up and down, left and right. You can also open up apps and take screenshots. It's definitely not the easiest thing to do, and you're much faster by just tapping on your display, but it's a fun thing. So let's give it a try. So it's really not that easy. You gotta first check your hand, what you're doing, and then you can swipe left and right, and then you can go back, and you can actually pinpoint with your finger, and then you can go on the back side, and then you can toggle different things on if you want to, but it's really not the easiest thing to do. As for last, I want to mention that you also have a heart rate monitor on your Realme GT6, which seemed to work alright. After 15 seconds you will get your results, plus there is a history to check your heart rate from other testings. Now let's get to the gaming and the performance. And this phone runs on the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, and in combination with the 12 gigs of RAM, I had no problems working on multiple apps at the same time. Via the split screen option, you can swipe left and right without a delay and open up apps fast. When it comes to playing games, I play Genshin Impact, and I can honestly say that I had no problems whatsoever. It was running smooth in my tries, even though it got a little bit warm after 30 minutes, but it was not that hot that it got uncomfortable. This phone also comes with a game booster with different game modes. You got a low power mode, a balance mode, and a GT mode, which you want to use if you are playing games. You also see your FPS rate, there's the internal temperature, and other features like the game focus mode. You can adjust the screen brightness, touch optimization, and even more. So I would say that the Realme GT6 is actually a good gaming smartphone. As well as we got a camera. So on the back side you got your triple cam setup. There is a 50 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization, a 50 megapixel telephoto, and a 8 megapixel auto wide angle shooter, and you can take videos with 4K resolution and 60 FPS. Now on the front you got a 32 megapixel selfie cam, and this one can only shoot videos with 30 FPS if it's your 1080p or your 4K resolution videos. Then I want to quickly go over the camera modes. You got the street mode with different zoom options. It's either 16, 23, 47 or 91 millimeters. There's a night mode. You can take portrait shots and adjust the depth of field. And in more, you got things like there's a pro mode, slow mode, panel, long exposure, there's a text scanner, and even group portrait shots. Looking back at my pictures, I would say that it's doing a decent job whether you are outside in the sun or in a darker place like your home. In both situations, it takes good snaps with nice colors and a decent detail level. Even slow moving objects is a thing. As long as my cats are not running super fast, I was able to get a clean shot at times. As for your ultra wide angle shots, if I compare them to your normal shots, I really don't see a difference in the colors. Both are poppy and vivid. You can even zoom in up to 2x and see no difference. I tried 10x as well and was satisfied with the results. Just everything beyond 10x isn't the best anymore. But if you want to, you have a maximum zoom of 20x. My portrait shots came out good. It does exactly what I wanted to do, just the colors aren't that poppy anymore. There's even a face retouch if you want to get rid of your wrinkles or bumps in your face. And guys, there we have it. That's the Realme GT6. Now, if you liked that video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tech reviews. And I guess, like always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.